just to kind of like shock everybody, and then we're going to go into it, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to episode number 2 of Austin Silver Now. So, on today's episode, I'm going to smack you in the face with a statistic that might blow your mind. You ready? This is from MarketWatch.com. I read this on the train this morning, and I knew that this was what our episode was going to be about. It says, approximately 62% of Americans, 62%, have less than $1,000 in their savings account, and 21% don't even have a savings account. I gotta take a breath. Okay, so there's like this golden rule, right? That as you make money and start to move forward in your career, that you should understand. And it's that you should always have 3 to 6 months of an emergency savings account set aside. Not in an investment vehicle, not in an insurance vehicle, but in a regular old bank account, right? This is money that's easily accessible for whatever need you might come across, whether that be a spontaneous trip to Paris with your spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, or something unfortunate happens and you have to pay for a $2,000 emergency room visit, or your radiator breaks and you need to fix it, or you get 4 flat tires and you need to buy 4 tires, right? You should have an emergency fund set aside. Normally, most professionals will recommend 3 to 6 months. I think shooting for the 6 months is safer, especially for someone that fluctuates in income and things like that. But wherever you land, as long as you're within the 3 to 6 months, you're in good shape. You're in the top 40% of Americans. So really what I took out of the statistic and what I want to share with you guys is a tip to start saving money. Now, that may sound very beginner, and I probably lost a couple viewers already, but what I'm saying is, whether you're saving money or not right now, currently, like from your paycheck last week, whether you put money aside into an emergency account or not, this tip is going to help you. Because this is the bottom level. This is where it starts. And that's what's important to me, is that I want you guys to understand where it starts. Because I'm sure that a lot of you watching don't have a savings account or don't have a lot of money in a savings account. And it probably bothers you, right? It's money. Like, our relationship with money is pretty important. So, this is the rule. If you talk to any of these super, super, super wealthy people, any of the billionaires, Bill Gates, George Soros, Warren Buffett, any of these guys that have accumulated massive amounts of wealth, not riches, wealth. Wealth is hard to lose. Riches you can lose. Trust me, the athletes, you see it happening. Wealth, you can't really lose it. It's just hard, right? Any of these guys that have accumulated massive wealth, if you ask them one thing, and one thing that they would recommend, or one thing that guided them through it all, is that they always paid themselves first. Always. They always paid themselves first. Think about that. We're talking about guys that have accumulated hundreds of millions, over $1 billion. How? How could they do that if they always paid themselves first? This is how. They applied this rule of 10%. The rule states that no matter what other issues you have going on in your life, barring some type of, death emergency, no matter what other issues you have going on, you should always, always, always take 10% off the top of your paycheck, your revenue, your whatever you have coming in. Always take 10% off the top, right off the top, and put it into a savings account. Straight up, just throw it in there. It's like it didn't even exist. That's the kind of mindset that you need to build. That's what these guys did. And that's how they accumulated this massive amounts of wealth. You put aside 10%, 10%, 10%. Do it for a month. Honestly, whatever, doesn't matter how much money you're making. Doesn't matter if you're already saving. Start a new savings account. I don't care. Put aside 10% a month. And in a month from now, when I film that episode, whatever episode we're on, probably 10 or 15 or whatever we're on, in a month, I want you to write in the comments, Austin, I did the 10% thing when you told me to in episode 2, and I have XXX amount of money. And thank you. You know what I mean? Put aside this 10%. What it's going to do is going to put you in a position to build long-term wealth, to build a safety net, and to be able to have more freedom with your money. And that's really, really important. So this 10% rule can always be elevated up to 20, 30, 40%. Like Jake, my buddy here, he started doing the 10% rule, what was it, like 6 months, 8 months ago?
Yes.
Something like that. I kind of told him about it, and now he's doing, what are you at, 20 or 25?
Yes.
Something like that? Is that every week or bi-weekly?
Bi-weekly.
Right. Bi-weekly, he's putting 20 or 25% of his money that he makes straight off into the bank account. Not looking at it, not feeling it, not even thinking about it, just straight off. Now, Jake, would you say that that's kind of changed the way you spend money on a daily basis as well?
Yes.
Would you say that it made you more money conscious, so you don't just be very frivolous or spend, on stupid things?
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. I know he sounds like he's scripting these answers, but he's just got no personality like me, so sorry. But that's really what I wanted to share with you guys. I thought that these statistics were staggering, and I really wanted to give you a little bit of meat to chew on over the next week before episode 3 comes out. So remember, the rule of 10%. 10% off every paycheck into a savings account will pay you off so well in the long run. I promise. 10%. 10. That's it. All right? So, we have a question this week from my buddy Christian. Christian just started his own car vlog on YouTube. I'm going to link his Twitter below. You guys can definitely go check that out. He said, "What's up, Austin? What made you want to start a web show, and what do you plan to accomplish?" Okay, what made me want to start a web show? I wanted to start a web show because I wanted to bring value to people. That's really it. That's the easiest way I can answer it. I don't want to go into too much detail talking about myself, but I really wanted to do this strictly to bring value to you guys. Not to make money, not to do anything like that, just to provide something of substance and something of value. Okay? The second part of Christian's question is, what do you plan to accomplish? My plan is that I want to share in all of your successes. I want to provide information that can help you become more successful, whether that be personally, professionally, on your self-achievement, the thinking you do late at night, whether I can help you be more successful there. Or maybe on that crazy business idea that you haven't decided to execute on yet, my videos hopefully will help you execute on it. That's what I want. That's my plan, what I want to accomplish. I want to share in your success. Your success is my success. Remember, guys, what we're talking about here, personal finance and money and entrepreneurship and business, what we're talking about here is a marathon. Watching my videos and sharing this with me, you guys need to understand that we are playing the long game, the super long game. I'm serious. If you play the long game and you absorb patience and you take patience in and really internalize it, all of these tips and these, all of the direction that I'm going to be pointing you guys in will pay off. I promise. But understand, we're playing the long game. So what I really want to accomplish is I want to share in your successes, and I want to guide you to a successful life, whether that be more freedom, more fun, more wealth, more happiness, whatever it may be for you. I want you to be able to take something out of my videos and apply it to your life and help you become more successful. So thank you for the question, Christian. That's pretty much all I got today, right, Jake? That covers it, right?
Just
you cover the notes?
Yeah.
Cool. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week in episode number 3. What'd you think of that one? That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, that was good.
Little meat to chew on until next week, right?